Today I'm going to share with you a great digital tool to use in your classroom to increase communication between instructors, students, and parents. Currently, there is no consistent and equitable communication between these three groups. None seem to communicate the same way, and teachers, students, and parents are not all getting the same information about what's going on inside of class and what needs to be done outside of class. Increasing consistent communication is a priority because it is linked to increased performance among students. Oyserman, Brickman, and Rhodes found in a study that increased communication with students and parents is associated with higher grades, fewer absences, and higher retention rates. This is the goal of all teachers, and we need a safe, simple way to ensure that this happens. Let me introduce you to Remind. It's a simple, free app that allows you to message parents and students from your smartphone or computer without having to share your cell phone number. To begin using Remind, you can download the app on your smartphone, or you can sign up online at remind.com. The only information you need to share is your name, your email, and your role, whether you're a student, a parent, or a teacher. Once you have signed up for Remind, you'll find your account up in this left-hand corner. In this account, you can change your name to something that you want your students to see. If you signed up using your whole first and last name, you might want to just use your title in your messages that you send to students. You can select your school or add other schools that you may be employed at. And you can set your office hours. Office hours let people know the best time to reach you. If a student tries to message me after 8 p.m., they can still do so, but they won't be able to expect a response until after 7 a.m. the next morning, and the app will let them know that. There are lots of other options here under Profile that you can edit at your own leisure. If we go back, we can create a class. I teach quite a few different classes, so I'm going to look for a class for my Mat 213 class. Once I've created the class name, I need a class code. First, I'm going to check and see if this is available. It is. So I'm going to set my class code to exactly what I want it to be, something I will remember. If this wasn't available, I may have added curry at the end, but you can only have up to 10 digits in your class code. Then I select where am I teaching this, and that I will only message 13-year-olds and older. Once I've done that, I can hit create, and it allows me to start filling in people into my class. When you are entering people into your class, you need names and either an email address or a phone number. Whichever one you have, it will contact the student through that. Another way you can use Remind is if you're working with students who are under 18, you might want to send a letter home to their parents. I have a form letter here that I can share from my Google Docs. This letter is simply a summary of Remind and tells parents and students how to sign up for Remind. So you can enter your name, enter your class, and your class code. For example, I just changed my class code to Mat 213, so I can go ahead and enter that here, and everywhere else I see class code, and then send this out to my parents. Okay, this will allow them to sign up for Remind on their end, instead of me having to enter each one of their addresses right here. Okay, there's also other ways that you can share how to sign up, whichever way works best for your classes. Once you've added people into your class, you want to go ahead and send a first announcement. You can actually draft your first announcement before you have even added anyone to your class. Whatever I type in this message will go home to all of my students as soon as they sign up. You can change it, or you can just add a little bit at the end. Can't wait to meet you. Once I hit send, it'll go to all of my students the second they are registered for Remind. You can also message individual members of your groups as well, or of your classes. If I select a member of a different class, for example, and I say, don't forget that assignment, then I can send a message directly to a student. Perhaps I want to include a picture of what the assignment is so she doesn't forget, and I can send this right to her. If she is not an English speaker, I can also translate it to one of 80 different languages. Once I hit send, it goes straight to her. She can respond directly to me, or she can respond via reactions as well. Thank you for looking into Remind with me. Let's all remember our reason for focusing on increased communication to help students earn higher grades, decrease absences, and have higher retention rates. Thank you.